All right, we are at the New Mexico Museum of Space History here in Alamogordo. And as you can see, we're going to be checking out some rockets, some missiles, some spacecraft, and a bomber that the Germans used to have. So Germans used to train here in Alamogordo at Holloman Air Force Base. They left last year, but when they left, they gifted Alamogordo. This is a PA-200 Tornado multi-role combat aircraft. The primary mission of the Tornado IDS includes precision strike against ground targets and extreme low-level capabilities by day and night. It can carry a spectrum of weapons and defensive aids and is highly survivable. So you'll see the German cross. Check out some of their missiles. And in honor of New Mexico, they painted the Zia symbol and Roadrunner on its tail. Here is a grave site of Ham. Ham was the first chimp to actually go into space. He was born in 1955 in Cameroon's Equatorial Africa. He died January 18, 1983 in North Carolina Zoological Park. He was trained at Holloman Air Force Base Aeromedical Research Laboratory. His name is an acronym for Holloman's AeroMed. Ham's training culminated on January 3, 1961 by riding in a capsule perched atop an 83-foot Redstone rocket launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida, reaching a top speed of 5,800 miles per hour and an altitude of 155 miles. He was recovered at sea 420 miles downrange from the launch site. Ham proved that mankind could live and work in space. Oh, check out this bad boy. Holy smack, that thing is massive. Look at the rocket boosters. Okay, you know how I just said this thing is massive? This dude's name is Little Joe. He was used to test the Apollo launch escape system. It is powered by 9 rocket motors with a combined thrust of 860,000 pounds. Little Joe boosted the space aircraft on a path that duplicated an Apollo Saturn in-flight emergency. During the in-flight emergency, again this is practice, the escape system's rocket fired and pulled the Apollo command module containing the astronauts safely away from the booster. There were 5 of these Little Joes that were used and tested, and the tests were conducted at the White Sands Missile Range between August 1963 and January 1966. Okay, can you believe this? This is a rocket engine. Check this thing out, it's massive. This monument is dedicated to astronauts who passed away in 3 separate crashes. The Apollo 1 in 1967, the Challenger in 1986, and the Space Shuttle Columbia in 2003. Okay, believe it or not, this rusted, beat up piece of metal is the V2 rocket engine. And it was the world's first long-range guided ballistic missile that was used by Nazi Germany near the end of World War II. It was used as a terror weapon against London, Antwerp, and other Allied targets. After the war, German scientists assisted the U.S. military in developing the V2 technology to be used for defense and early space exploration. So that guy's name is Igor. He is a missile tracking telescope. This is a short-range missile that the military used in 1972. So here is an X-7A missile. If you'll notice the point, this missile was built to be reused, and that point, when the missile landed, kept the missile from serious damage. So the maximum speed of this missile is 2,881 miles per hour. There's only 6 known to exist. This is an Aero B-150. This is what they used to launch at the White Sands Missile Range. So this is a Nike Ajax. It is the first operational surface-to-air missile designed to intercept high-altitude aircraft. Now if you look, it is actually on the launcher, and check out the wheels. And this launcher moves around so that they know where to aim the rocket. Okay, I have never seen a military drone in real life. So wicked cool. And what's interesting is this was from 1956. You would think that drones were a fairly recent technology, but there wasn't. So it's 33 feet long, and it made its first flight from Holloman Air Force Base. So there you have it, our latest field trip to the New Mexico Museum of Space History in Alamogordo, New Mexico. Until next time.